Happy New Year's and welcome to our top 2023 games we are looking forward to.
Top five, top five.
Top 5. We hope uh last year treated you well and this year will treat you even better. Make sure though that you know. Oh, I know. Normally I'd do the host thing and then I'll do what this podcast is about. Well, in that case. What's up, everyone? I am your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, because that never dies. AKA New Year, New Me, same shirt, same hat, because we recorded this at the same time. Who else is here?
I am Sean MF Ross.
Ooh, what the MF stand for?
I hope the new year treats you as well as you should be treating us by subscribing and liking everything we do.
I love that. That's amazing. You hear that? If you don't subscribe to New Year, it's going to slash one of your tires.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. And put a little bit of sugar in your gas tank. You don't want that. You don't want that. So make sure you do what Sean just said. Last up, we have Avery. Look at that. He changed up the game just a little bit for the new year, and we greatly appreciate that.
Start to dismount.
Right? All right. Now you know who we are. Press X Star Podcast is a weekly show where we talk about the latest gaming news, review the biggest games, and give you our thoughts on the games we are playing. Our goal is to expand the video game media landscape through an underserved point of view. Remember, as Sean said, on YouTube, if you are watching this, and we know you are because you're listening to us, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Yeah. And then after you do that, join our conversation by joining the Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. Do it. We have great conversations there. It's awesome. All right. Let's get right into it. All right. So this is going to be the games we are looking forward in this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed new year of the 2023s. All right. Let's go. Number 1. Oh, you know what? Okay. So what I did was I we all have 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna do it that way. Like I'm gonna go first, and if it's on you guys' list, we can also talk about it, and we're gonna keep pushing. All right. First up, the thing I am most looking forward to, and I am hoping this game comes out so solid and webby, just a little webby. Spider-Man 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So when we last saw this game, we saw Spider-Man talking to Miles, and then like out from the shadows comes Venom with Craven talking as well. And I'm just like, all these parts is what I'm looking for. I can't wait for this game. Is this
I
on anyone
am
else's list?
also excited. Man, I can't think of another Marvel property I'm excited to see a game of. I'm curious to see what they do with Wolverine, but I hope it's as focused as Miles Morales was, because I feel like the first game was a tad too. It got a little long in the tooth, but I enjoyed every second of the gameplay that it provided. So hopefully I get more clips and more content out of it. I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I love you, Spider-Man.
Avery, this is on your list, right? Or is it?
No.
No.
No, it's not. Okay. All right. Sean, you go. What's on your list?
I'll save the best for last. Suicide Squad. I'm actually interested to see what Rocksteady does.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other games they have put out other than the Arkham series.
Has it been just that, right? Did they do? Yeah.
Avery, do you know?
As far as I know, they've only done the Rocksteady games.
Well, let me see. Yeah, they had Urban Chaos. Never played that, but they had Batman: Arkham Asylum, City Night, and Arkham VR. Granted, there was maybe a little too much Batmobile sections in Arkham Knight, but
Mm.
otherwise, the story and the combat were top notch. So I'm curious to see what they do with Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Avery, what's
Oh,
one on your list?
yeah. Give me a second. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake. I have played every one of the Resident Evil games since 5, in which I started actually paying attention to the Resident Evil franchise. I've never had a chance to actually play the base Resident Evil. I remember watching a good friend of me and Marcus's, Andrew, play that game, and play the ending of that game. Like, oh, this is cool. I like scary games. I'm never going to play this. And then I
Yeah.
nutted up and played 7, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm fine with it. These games are mechanically so good that like I don't give a shit how scary they are.
Okay.
I can get through them.
You
Yeah.
enjoy the
So
tank controls?
the modern games don't have tank controls.
Oh, go back and torture
No,
yourself.
did you not pay attention to what I just said?
No, go back and play the old ones.
I absolutely will not.
I know I zone out, but that was 2 seconds ago conversation. No, but yeah, I'm genuinely interested to see how they bring in the refinements of RE2 and RE3 remake into this game, and how it maintains its sort of open world action gameplay, and whether it maintains the old it maintains its roots or goes either more into action or more into horror. I'm genuinely interested in that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, my number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Like a Dragon Ishin. Apparently,
I know
there was
where
some
you live.
haters.
I
There
know where
was
you
some
live, DJ.
haters in this podcast that
DJ
was like,
no, it's not haters. DJ does this thing where he never talks about something and other people talk about it, and then when the thing comes up to talk about it, he's like, I've always been a fan of this.
what? No, I love Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I just haven't beat that
DJ,
game.
just know that I'm gonna leave another note on your door. All right.
Just because Sean has been playing Yakuza, he hasn't played Like a Dragon yet, so he don't know if he's gonna like it.
Okay, first of all, let's
you
make a
full of
point
shit.
that Ishin Like a Dragon is an old Yakuza game that came out at the beginning of the PS4 generation in Japan only, and is being remade for the PS5.
Wait.
It doesn't play like the turn-based one.
It's not a sequel to Like a Dragon.
No, they're making a sequel to Like a Dragon.
Yes,
Yes,
they are, but
that's going to be the next Yakuza game. The game that we're talking about.
Oh,
so once again,
get this crap off my list. I ain't
once
want that
again,
shit.
once
I ain't
again,
never want that shit. What are you talking about?
DJ does this thing.
He didn't even do no research.
DJ does this thing.
I'm coming to kick your door, DJ.
Wait.
We had an entire conversation on this podcast about them changing the name from Yakuza to Like a Dragon.
I thought Ishin was gonna be with the 2 characters.
DJ, if you hear a loud bang at your door, just don't be surprised, all right?
This motherfucker.
The original name of the game is Like a Dragon.
It's like it's Ryu no Goku, Like a Dragon in Japan. That's the Japanese name, and they're changing it. They're changing the franchise name to Like a Dragon going forward.
Yeah, no. Like
You're thinking of Like a Dragon 8.
Yeah, you're talking about Yakuza 8, which is going to be Like a Dragon 8.
There you go.
They
like
showed
I said,
nothing
I am not
of,
looking
and it's
forward
not
to Like a
coming to
Dragon Ishin.
2023.
I have never been looking forward to Like a Dragon.
I hate you.
God,
I hate you so much.
suck.
What I am interested in though is Tekken 8. You know what I mean?
No, wait, I got one more shit to say. Preamble to this podcast, Sean got on DJ for mentioning this game. Like, you've never talked about this ever. Why are you saying you're super interested in it? And DJ's like, fuck you, I'm super interested in this. Hence why I brought up that shit. TJ gave Sean so much shit about this.
Hey, you know what? We're all adults. We all make mistakes. And my only mistake was nothing.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Tekken 8. I am so excited for this game. I'm a little like confused on the story, but like Tekken is Tekken, and I'm a little unprepared for this one. But
I hope you're bad at it. I hope you don't enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. Um, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely didn't realize that was like a dragon Ishin. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. I'll have more to say later on about Tekken 8.
Hey,
Sean, you're
Tekken 8,
next.
no, just finish talking about Tekken 8 because no one else is mentioning it. Just
Oh,
finish
good point.
talking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. You know, I so apparently,
Mhm.
with Paul's haircut in this, apparently they had a unspoken rule that the fours, Paul will have like weird hair. So Tekken 4, he had weird hair. So Tekken 8, he has weird hair. And I was like, don't make that a rule. That's a bad rule. Tekken looks or Paul looks ridiculous with his hair down. But yeah, I can't wait for Tekken 8. It looks so good. And you know, it's my treasure. It's my treasure. All right, Sean.
Oh man.
I can't believe that. Like a Dragon Nation, huh?
Fucking,
I'm
you can just look at his cover. Where the
But when you
dude in
have the confidence, Avery, when you have the confidence,
DJ, you're a bad man.
Jesus.
um, I'm gonna say Street Fighter 6.
you're
I
gonna
am
say or
very
you're gonna
excited
say?
to. No, yeah, it's not gonna be high up on my list compared to the other two games, but I'm gonna say Street Fighter 6. What they're doing with the training sessions and what I've seen so far looks very exciting. I just can't wait to play the story, training missions, and actually play, you know, play y'all against this, play you in this, and hopefully beat up DJ
Yeah, I'm,
and,
I'm gonna
and
play it. I'm
or
gonna play
and or Avery.
I'm never gonna play this game multiplayer.
Come on, come on.
Oh man! All right, Avery, you're next.
I guess I'll keep talking about Street Fighter 6. Yeah, I was a big fan of Street Fighter 5. I played a lot of that early on. Uh,
Same.
didn't play any multiplayer. I just played a lot of the arcade stuff and like getting to learn because my Street Fighter main is Jury and she wasn't in Street Fighter 5 initially. I had to wait for her to get added to that game as DLC after the fact. And then its story mode came out, which is the most batshit dumb thing in the entire world. I'm just like, okay, maybe we all need to rethink what we fighting game story modes going forward after this. But yeah, I'm generally excited for this. I think Capcom has done a fantastic job with just the character design change for all the characters, the just general vibe and theme of this, the really interesting single player mode, which I'm hoping is substantial, interesting, and I'm hoping it's a sub-safe emissary kind of a thing, and less like a
Mm,
Guilty Gear Strive story mode, which is like here's a really bad CG movie. And yeah, generally, and I want to see how it grows from here. Whether they're going to keep the Street Fighter 5 mentality of okay, we're going to have a DLC list of characters every year up to a point, and then we're going to stop for Street Fighter 7, or are we going live service kind of thing, and this is just going to be Street Fighter going forward. Because Capcom is the type of development team that they want to have a Street Fighter 6, they want to have a Street Fighter 6 Turbo, they want to have a Street Fighter 6 Champions Edition, the only difference is now is that the game auto updates, so you get all the features they've added to the base version. But yeah, I'm not
nice.
playing this game multiplayer. I'm making a point of that. Like I don't. The only fighting game I enjoy playing multiplayer is Smash Brothers, and that's only casual multiplayer. Like any
Well,
other fighting
yeah,
game, I'm just like I don't give a shit about this. Unless I'm playing Marcus, and then I'll play Marcus in any multiplayer game, a
yeah,
multiplayer fighting game.
yeah. Street Fighter would be on my list, but I only put one fighting game on here. Um, my next thing, I had to do some, some math and some future sighting. Is Final Fantasy 16. This game continuously looks good. I love the new like kaiju battle system they're showing off, and I hope that the combat is handled well. I know it's going to be based off of 15, which is good. I liked 15 Final Fantasy 15 combat. I didn't love it. So I'm hoping, the time in between that and now they, improve on the system and make it a really, really good game. I just personal take, I really hope that the combat is not going to be influenced by Forspoken. I know there's probably no way really for that to happen, but I just yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, I think that's about it, I gotta say.
Um, that is also on my list.
Hmm.
I have not played a lot of Final Fantasy, but what I have played, I did genuinely, or generally enjoy.
Did you play
So
15?
me and you both played 15, sucker.
Yeah, like I said, we both played 15. Obviously, I mean, Jesus.
Um, but yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with this. I generally like the stories and the CGI that they add in there. So
Hmm.
we'll see when it comes out how it does.
True that. Avery.
Yeah, I'm super interested in Final Fantasy 15. I'm the type of dude who, if you put the words Final Fantasy in front of a game franchise, I will play it.
Mhm.
In front of a game, I will play it just because of how much I love the more modern Final Fantasy. I've tried to
Mhm.
go back and play the PlayStation era Final Fantasy, and it's a
Same.
hit or miss kind of a thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
I like, I like 9, I love 8, but 8's not good. I'm, I don't think 7's that good. I just think it has a lot of nostalgia. But yeah, 16 seems to be more in line with 15 in I am with a very action combo style meter system in
Yeah.
regards to its combat, which as a Devil May Cry fan, I'm super excited about. And then it has very big Devil May Cry 4 Nero special move energy with all of his summon attacks, and that's cool. The kaiju stuff can go hit or miss for me because it very much feels like these are going to just be like story sections and not sort of
Yeah.
a system that you can really play with and enjoy outside of that. So that's a
Like
little
set
less
pieces.
interesting. And then I'm very interested in what the big difference between this and Final Fantasy 15 is going to be in regards to 15 was very much an open world, and 16 is going back to a more open corridor system that Final Fantasy games used to be in. And I'm really wondering how that's going to affect uh, exploration and its storytelling going forward. I'm actually really excited that the Final Fantasy 14 team is working on this game. I think the 14 has had a from all reports a stellar narrative driving that MMO, and it's really interesting to see. It's really cool that they essentially gave that team like carte blanche to make another Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the main character's name is Clive. That's weird.
I will say that yes, I am excited for Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 7 remake rebirth or whatever. It's not on the list, but I am looking forward to that game. I know that if it's going to be based off Final Fantasy 7 remakes combat system, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good. My next game, I'm going to do it. Armored Core. Now, for all you listeners out there, you know, if you've been listening, not even carefully, if you've just been listening and you just hear me talk, at some
Listeners,
point,
stop booing him so loudly. It's okay.
I have said Armor Core. Where's Armor Core? We need Armor Core. I'm happy for you, Souls guys. Great, but Armor Core, that's the thing that needs to happen, and it's gonna happen. Apparently, it's gonna happen next year. We gonna see. What they showed at that trailer was amazing. I actually went back and started watching all the old Armor Core trailers. Oh, I love them so much. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the game. I'm cautiously excited for the game because there was an interview that was released and they were showing or they were talking about like, this isn't going to be Dark Souls based or whatever, which is fine. And then it's not going to be any multiplayer, which is fine. It doesn't seem like they have a good hang on multiplayer looking at Elden Ring, so
Did any
that's
of the
fine.
previous Armored Cores have multiplayer?
Yeah, most not most of them. Like after I think Armor Core 3 going forward had multiplayer. That
Mhm.
was on PlayStation 2, I think, maybe. But
I
yeah,
mean, nothing wrong with that.
yeah, most of them had multiplayer.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that interview had a couple of weird things. Like it's Armor Core 6, but it's not going to be based off of the previous Armor Cores. I don't know. It's weird. I'm looking forward to it. I'm cautiously optimistic about it because this is at this point, seasoned developer going back in their bag on a niche genre that doesn't really have any um it doesn't really have any things to point to as in like, oh, we need to compare our game to this or we need to beat this benchmark. So really and truly, they could do anything where it's just an amazing mech game that I absolutely love, and I'm like, this is great. Or it could just be like, That was fine. I'm just gonna continue playing Gundam though. So we'll see. Well, I will see. I'll see. And I'll let you know. Because the Ravens are back. All right. Sean?
I may be called crazy for this.
I'll go ahead and call you crazy. You don't even
Because
have to say.
I know this game is divisive so far, but
Sean, you're
Forspoken
crazy. Oh, Forspoken. Oh, okay.
Forspoken is my number one anticipated game for 2023.
Wait, no. You should have one more left.
Mm-mm. We
Oh,
talked
no,
about
yeah,
Spider-Man.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um, yeah, the magic, the combat, what I played so far, that looks like that's my jam, and
Mhm.
I'm excited to play that. The only thing that could probably get me more excited is probably like them
Shietunes
announcing
on.
that. Yes, Yuddas. No, the only thing that probably get me more excited is probably like if they were releasing GTA 6 this,
Mhm.
next year, or what I hope for every year.
Yeah.
Uh, if they release Parasite Eve, goddamn it. Um, but that's what I hope for every year.
Okay.
I don't know what to say about this game other than I'm very excited for it. What I
Yeah.
played so far, it fits the bill.
You're loving it. If you're loving it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Avery?
Yes, I am a human being. Like I'm also excited for Forspoken. Forspoken is a game that that I love. The Forspoken team is made up of remnants of the Final Fantasy 15 team, and I generally love the sort of elemental system into that game and to build. And I was super interested. Like I thought the Project Athia, as it was called, was
The original
cool.
trailer.
Yeah, cool. If then I saw the actual Forspoken trailer, and I was like, oh, this is a modern Western-made isekai. Let's see how this
Yeah.
goes. And then the magic combat showed up, and like, oh, you're using weapons like you're using magic spells like guns. This is really interesting, really cool. And then the more and more trailers came out, and they showed more and more sort of stylish and or interesting traversal and spell use. I'm like, this all seems really, really cool and interesting. And I'm generally down to play a mindless open world action game like this. The story is something that I've been questioning on because I know that a lot of top devs who make really good stories are responsible for the world of this game, but a lot of the fan pushback has been that all of it seems bad. It doesn't really bother me, so I'm still super down with the world and presentation.
Yeah.
My and yeah, so I'm super into and ready for Forspoken.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think a lot of people just like to have hot takes nowadays.
Like
Oh, in
Donald.
terms of the story and stuff? Oh,
Yeah,
my take is it.
just the overall game. Like people are just saying she's talking too much, the cuff is talking too much, the game is
Oh,
too bright, this, that. People just need something to bitch about to make content nowadays.
I when I played it, of course, it's out of context because it's a demo, and it
Yeah.
was just like, all right, you guys are talking. But I will say that I think starting from the start and you get that like
You build a
um
rapport.
yeah, because I mean you can essentially say the same thing for Mimir and God of War, where you're just
Yeah.
like, God, just the head is just always yapping,
You
Jesus.
haven't developed a
Exactly, yeah.
a relationship with Cuff as you did Mimir. So
Exactly, yeah. So I definitely feel like going from start to where it is in the demo, like, it make more sense. Like, really and truly, my main issue is just the dodging. The dodging just feels weird for me.
mm,
Like, other than that, the magic is fine. I'm sure you'll get better. You're not more, you'll get more spells to like play with and be able to combo with and so on and so forth. But yeah, that was my only hang up playing the demo. Um, so Armor Core is pretty much my number one. Um,
These are numbered.
I well, not really, but like in terms of my list, like that was probably the
yeah.
most anticipated just for how much I've been yapping about Armor Core in the past to finally get a trailer to see it's coming out this year. There is one more game on my list, and
Mm.
I just want to preference this by saying, I don't even remember the name of that creator. Shit, what's her name?
J.K. Rowling.
There you go. J.K. Rowling is garbage, hot garbage. But Hogwarts Legacy, man, that game looks so good. Ah, it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul because those devs are really putting their foot into that game, and
Yeah.
they just had a showcase for it, and it just looks so amazing. And then it was just literally stricken down by JK saying some hot garbage trash like she always does, and it's just like you are just the worst. But that game looks great. It is going to be, I guess, open world ish, maybe open area ish kind of thing. They showed a bunch of I can't even think of the names for them, but just a bunch of like Harry Potter stuff to travel around the area, and they showed combat. Even the combat at first, I was kind of like, that might not go too well. But like, you have a parry, you have a block, and you have a dodge, and like, those are usually the three things that I look for in like action combat, and that works for me. So, from what I've seen from it, it looks really cool. You can torture your classmates, so that's an interesting thing. Um, yeah, I'm gonna check that game out. Yeah. Anyway, is that am I the last one?
Yeah, I mean, Avery
Yeah,
was
because yeah.
technically, or I don't know.
Oh wait, no, Avery, you have one more, right?
Yeah, Dead Space.
There we go.
Yeah, Dead Space. Dead Space is my favorite. Yes, it is my favorite quote unquote horror franchise of like video games. I was a bitch in Dead Space 1. I bought the DLC armor that gives you extra
Oh.
defense to get through that game, and then I played Dead Space 2 like not 15. I'm not that's being hyperbolic. I played that game 6 times though. I genuinely love Dead Space 2 and think it's a fantastic
Indeed.
action experience that like
Mm.
once you played it once and you just get the rhythm, it's just like a 12-hour experience becomes a 4-hour experience. It's like I fucking love Dead Space 2. And so they're remaking
Yeah.
Dead Space 1. And I'm hoping that Dead Space 1 is so successful that that team is not makes doesn't make it Dead Space 4, but makes a Dead Space 2 remake. And that game gets updated with all new fidelity, all new graphics. I can play it on my PS5 and it looks great. That's the only reason I'm excited for Dead Space 4. Dead Space 1.
Oh man, that's awesome though. Yeah. All right. Well, these are the games we are looking forward to. Um. I was gonna say something, and then I started talking, and I just completely lost it. Um. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of our top 5 2023 games we are looking forward to. Don't forget to like the video. If like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you are listening, please leave us a nice review. It's still cold out. Your stars will still keep us warm, so keep us warm. Remember, you can always join our conversation on our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. Again, Happy New Year's. Don't forget. No, don't forget. Continue playing more games. Be safe, have fun, and cheerio. It's my new 2023 thing I'm trying.
Pip
Cheerio.
pip.
There you go. All right, guys. Bye.